Hello guys, my name is Engineer Ali. We want to talk about case 5. In this case, it's getting tougher, but I'm going to simplify it for you. Now, we have a body M placed on a plane inclined at an angle of theta to the horizontal of mass. The mass is M, and we say let what? If a force P, we have introduced a force now, P, parallel to what? To the plane, hold a body at rest, a body of mass M at rest, or prevent the body from sliding down the what? An inclined plane, makes an angle of theta to the horizontal. That is to say, this force is what? Either to keep this body at rest stationary, or this force now we want to calculate is a force that will cause the body to move down the plane. Number 2. This force now is the one that will prevent the body from sliding down the plane. So what will prevent the body from sliding, or that will prevent the body of mass M from sliding down the plane, is this M. Just to hold it or to prevent it from sliding down the plane. Now don't forget, to prevent the body from sliding down the plane, meaning that it cannot do otherwise by moving it upward. The worst case scenario is to make it what? To be at rest. And in that case now, what we're going to do now is what? Let's have FR up. And let what? MG sin theta be down. Now what I'm saying now is that to hold somebody from going up means that you don't have the ability to move it upward. You are only playing a preventive measure. That means anybody want to slide down actually, but P trying to hold on, or try to hold the body, or try to keep the body stationary at rest, or try to prevent it. So that means this body is applying a force that is not enough to move it upward. So who do we cause? We say P is the force responsible for the body to slide down the plane if it does that. Or P can also be what? The force that will be responsible for the body to be at rest. So it's the force that will hold the body, parallel force that will hold the body stationary, or that will keep the body at rest, or that will prevent the body from sliding down. Because the body want to slide down naturally, even when you place the body on top of an inclined plane. Now, the frictional force, what it does is that it will not go there because it smells a falling of M down the inclined plane. It smells that motion down also, even though this man is trying to prevent. So it will act upward. Then when you resolve, the resolved part of weight along the plane is what I'm taking. What about perpendicular to the plane? It become what? Mg cos theta. Listening and listening so good. Now, because the body is what? Keeping it, the parallel force P is keeping it to be at rest, is what? It will not be what? Let's assume that sigma Fy prime is 0 and sigma Fx prime is what? 0, since it's keeping at rest. Now, what I want to do now is that is they are resolving what? This one is y prime and this is s prime direction. Resolving what? Perpendicular to the what? To the plane. To resolve perpendicular to the plane, what do we have? We are going to have what? R, which is going up, equal to what? Mg cos theta. Let's call this one equation 1. Now, resolving what? Parallel to the plane or along the plane. We are going to have something along the plane. We have Fr plus P up is equal to what? Mg sin theta down. So that is to say, that is what we have just resolved. Along the plane, we have only one force going down. Then we have two forces going up. Fr, frictional force, and the force that is holding it. That means that P becomes what? Mg sin theta minus Fr. If at all they want to calculate, don't forget this is equation 2. This one is gotten from 2. So from 2, that's where we got that one from equation 2. Now, what do we do now? This formula, please take note of that. So if they ask me now, what force will cause the body to move down the plane is what? Or what force that will what? Keep the body stationary? I'll call it P. What force will hold the body or that will prevent the body from sliding down? P. Please take note of that, but I've not mentioned that. What force prevents the body from sliding down the plane? P. What force will hold the body? M. From what? That will hold the body at rest? P. What force will keep the body stationary? P. And that is mg sin theta. We can also move further. Don't forget, mg sin theta class equal to mu r. I want to do something here. Now, in case of in what, they did not give you what parameter of frictional force directly. You remember that r is equal to mg cos theta in question and in our equation 1. Therefore, P becomes what? Mg sin theta minus mu what? What's our what this is? Mg cos theta. Now, in a worst case scenario, don't forget where you are not giving mu, you can use mu as what? Tan theta. Please don't forget. You can use your mu as tan theta. If you are not giving mu, just use your mu as tan theta and place it in that what formula in case you were not giving what mu. Please take note of that. Very, very, very important. Now, the last part of this analysis is what? Net force. Now, if we assume that the body slide down, let's say this man could not hold again, and now slide down. You understand? Now that is the case of it's still functioning. And that means the P becomes the net force now. The P now becomes the net force because in this case now it will now have an acceleration. We assume acceleration is not occurring here. That's why we will not talk about acceleration. But if the body now, because I told you P is the one that will cause the body, is the parallel force acting on the body that will cause the body to move down the plane. That means that if the body moves down the plane, it means that mg sin theta is greater than what? Fr. So the net force now, which is now going to be assuming the position of P, will now be equal to mg sin theta minus Fr. And in that case, don't forget, net force according to Newton's second law is equal to ma. So therefore, you can now say mg sin theta minus Fr equal to what? Ma. That means in the case of the body slide down with an acceleration, you understand now, the P will now be behaving like a net force. What is net force? Net force is the resultant force that coexists in a system where several forces are acting on the body. So the net force is the total force in the system when what that are acting on the what on the body. So that means that the body will now have this what we call acceleration of the body. Then this one M becomes the mass of the body of the body. Why what? Your Fr is what? Mu R, which is what? Mu mg cos theta, which you call the frictional force. Don't forget. Then your theta is angle of what? Of inclination. Don't forget angle of inclination. Angle of inclination or angle of what? Of inclined plane. So they will give you the same thing applies to all. So that is just that. Please ensure that you subscribe to our channel. I believe I've explained this case very well. I'm able to explain what P is all about. I've been able to talk about P as the force that will cause the body to slide down the plane. I've also talked about P is the body that will hold the body at rest. P is the body that will prevent the body of mass M from sliding down the plane. Is the one that is responsible with the parallel force that will cause the body to move down the plane. That is the case of net force, where it's playing a role of net force. Thank you very much. God bless you.